Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Small Business Cybersecurity course from Guardian Angel IT, where we focus on practical, real world steps you can take to protect your business from modern cyber threats. In this video, we'll be talking about one of the most important first steps in any cybersecurity program: creating your IT inventories. Before you can protect your business, you need to understand what you're protecting. We'll cover how to inventory your hardware, software and applications, and data, and why doing this builds the foundation for every other security process you'll learn in this course. By the end of this lesson, you'll see how simple but powerful a well maintained inventory can be. It helps you identify vulnerabilities, manage assets, stay compliant, and respond quickly if something goes wrong. Let's get started. Before we can talk about cybersecurity controls or protection strategies, we have to answer a very basic question: what are we protecting? This is a critically important question to answer because you can't secure what you don't know about. Think about it. If you don't know what devices you own, what software is running, or what data you're storing, there's no way to know what your risks are or how to protect them. The image on the right shows the NIST Cybersecurity Framework Core. This is the main structure of the NIST CSF, which was created by the US government to help businesses in the US improve their cybersecurity posture in a logical way that can be tailored for every individual business. In the center is the function govern, which describes how the organization handles secure cybersecurity at a high level, and it feeds into every other function. But the first function in the outer circle is identify, which I've highlighted. The identify function is all about understanding our own business IT assets and the risks associated with them. And the first step is performing inventories. The easiest way to get a handle on this and start to build a strong foundation for cybersecurity is to create a few simple inventories. The first one that we recommend is a hardware inventory. This includes all your computers, laptops, mobile devices, servers, and network gear. Hardware inventory is the most important for most organizations, and it's relatively easy to get started on. All you need to do is look around your office. Next is the software inventory. This includes everything from your operating systems to your cloud services, apps, and line of business tools. We need to make sure that all of our logins are as secure as possible, and a software inventory is the best way to make sure that we're addressing everything. We also need to keep our installed software fully patched. New software vulnerabilities are found every day, and we need to actively manage patches to ensure that we aren't vulnerable to them. And finally, you may want to keep a data inventory, particularly for businesses that deal with a lot of sensitive data. This is really important for businesses in the health, legal, or financial industries, but any business keeping a lot of sensitive or personal data of clients, employees, or service partners may find a data inventory to be useful. Once you have these three inventories, everything else in cybersecurity becomes much easier. You'll know what systems to patch, what data to back up, and what assets are critical to your operations. This step may sound simple, but it's the foundation for everything we'll do in this course. We'll keep coming back to this information as we build out your cybersecurity program. Most people think of inventories as lists, and an annoyance that takes time but provides little value. But in cybersecurity and IT management, inventories are much more important and useful than you might think. On the last slide, I showed you that the NIST Cybersecurity Framework core and the position of the identify function within it. On this slide, I wanted to go a little bit deeper and show you that the first category in the identify function is asset management, which you can see in the image on the left. Within this category, the first two actions are performing hardware and software inventories. They're first for a reason. On the right, the first point is that an inventory helps you see what's really out there: every computer, piece of software, and dataset that keeps your business running. So, for example, when we reach task 5 in our course, which is setting up multi factor authentication, we'll be able to run through our inventory to make sure that we've covered all of our accounts. But inventories can also help save you money. For example, you can reduce waste by using your inventory to show you where you're paying for tools that you don't use or systems that aren't needed anymore. They can also help you make smarter decisions, whether that's budgeting for upgrades, prioritizing patches, or deciding which assets need stronger protection. Keeping an up to date inventory also ensures compliance, not just with regulations, but with your own internal policies and vendor agreements as well. Every compliance standard out there requires you to maintain proper inventories. And maybe most importantly, inventories help you understand your own unique business risks. What's critical, what's vulnerable, and what would hurt the most if it were lost or compromised. When you know what you have, you can start to plan effectively. You'll be able to figure out what you need to protect before an incident, how to detect and respond during an incident, and what you'll need to recover after an incident if and when one occurs. Knowing these things will directly enable you to enhance your organization's cyber resilience before, during, and after an attack. You may have also noted that these correspond directly to the functions in the NIST cybersecurity framework that we saw earlier. So don't think of an inventory as a chore. Think of it as your business's foundation for better security and smarter decision making. Starting your inventory can feel like the hardest part. And honestly, that's true for almost everyone. The key is not to overthink it. Don't wait until you have fancy tools or management systems put in place. Just begin. A simple spreadsheet works great for an inventory. The image on the right shows part of a hardware inventory inside a spreadsheet. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. We have an inventory template available for free on the course page on the Guardian Angel IT website. It has tabs for hardware, software, and data inventories, and it also has comments for every column to help provide guidance in order to help you filling them out. It's also a good idea to start with your hardware inventory. It's the easiest to visualize the computers, phones, and network devices that your team uses every day. Once that's done, adding software and data becomes much simpler. In fact, you can use your hardware inventory to help build them out. Once your hardware inventory is complete, you can ask yourself what applications are installed or used on each specific piece of hardware, and then repeat this for data using both the hardware and software inventories. After we've created our inventory, the goal is to keep it up to date. While active maintenance of inventories is part of daily life in many IT departments, most small businesses will mostly be relying on triggers to perform an audit of the inventory. A quarterly audit is a good rhythm for many small businesses. An even better idea is to make inventories a built in part of your processes. For example, when a new employee starts, make sure their device and software access are added to the inventory. When someone leaves, remove or reassign those assets right away. Over time, this will become baked into your company culture. And as you're building your inventories, it's a great idea to take the opportunity to start documenting how your systems work, your configurations, your software, your policies. Documentation may take a little bit of time, but you can think of it as improving your business as a process. Documentation can help you set expectations in your business, standardize your business processes, improve efficiency in performing your business processes, and reduce the time that it takes for new employees to get up to speed by giving them clear expectations. Documentation can also make your business more valuable if you ever want to sell it, because the buyers will be able to see that you have a system in place that they will gain during the acquisition and help ensure their success after the sale. Why not use your inventories as a first step toward improving your business documentation? Before we wrap up, I want to mention that you can find a complete inventory template on the course page of our website. This video is just one part of our free small business cybersecurity course available on our website. The course combines background articles with hands-on tasks, guiding you step by step to strengthen your cybersecurity posture. Right now, it includes dozens of resources, and it's growing all the time, with everything organized in one place for you to follow. You can check it out at guardianangelit.com/small-business-cybersecurity.